Hello there, everybody. Thank you so much for stopping by for your daily Reiki micro session. This is considered a micro session because it's only 5 minutes long, where a regular Reiki session with me does last for an hour. This is just enough to give you a taste, just to see if this might be something that you might like more of in your life. Of course, if you would like to have more Reiki in your life, feel free to contact me to schedule a session or to get me to burn candles for you. Either way, all my contact information is listed on the website in the description box below. So we're going to do Reiki for 5 minutes. After that, we'll do questions for 5 minutes where you get to ask whatever's on your mind or whatever's on your heart. I'll open up the tarot and use my psychic abilities and the tarot to look at those answers for you. Okay, so let's get started with the Reiki. There's so many good things you can use Reiki for. Basically anything that you might need help with, the Reiki is good to assist with. What I'm going to do today is to set the intention for whatever is for your highest and best interest for each of you as individuals. If there's something that you would like the Reiki to focus on particularly, then feel free to go ahead and adjust that intention for yourself. Just please keep the Reiki for you, not for somebody else. Okay, so let's get this Reiki started, shall we? Hello there, Southern Blonde. Welcome, welcome. I'm fantastic. Hello there, Silver Moontress. Welcome, welcome. Glad you're here. How are you? I am fantastic, my dear. How are you? It's a fabulous Friday out in the world today. 3 degrees here. Yippee skippy. Congratulations. Whoop, whoop. That's fantastic. So, what kind of work are you doing now? I love it when I'm right about good things. You are quite welcome, my dear. Oh, I should do a Reiki video to help people get a job. Awesome. Yay. Well, congratulations. When do you start work? New beginnings for 11/11. Naz Mom, hello, hello. Welcome from Buffalo. Glad to see you here, my dear. Have you been in the room before? Excellent, excellent, excellent. So happy for you, Southern. Aw, you're quite welcome. Thank you for being here and for supporting me. I'm excited for you. I'm excited for you. And that makes you a necessary worker or whatever they call it. That's a great question, Naz. Thanks for asking. So Reiki works in that Reiki is actually a Japanese word that means universal life force energy. And because energy is not limited by time or by space, the Reiki can work for you even though I'm here and you can be wherever in the world. You can be in Saudi Arabia or Italy or anywhere. And the Reiki is still going to get to you because it's not limited by space. I do most of my Reiki actually is long distance because most of my clients come from YouTube. So they come from all over the English speaking world. Plus, of course, here in this room hanging out, we have a person that comes here regularly that lives in France and people from all over that benefit from this. So Yep, yep. Amen. May God bless you on that job. May God bless you, period. So, does that answer your question, Nazmom? Candice Ferguson. Hello, hello. Welcome. You know what? I didn't look at what time it was when I started doing Reiki. Huh. I would say we've probably got about 3 more minutes to go. So, we're going to finish up at 18 after. Excellent. I'm glad I answered your question for you. You know what they say, we draw people to us who, I think in this industry, we draw the people to us that we can be truly helpful to. That's just how it works. Oh, thank you for that wonderful energy, Candace. You guys are so amazing. I have the most amazing people here on my channel. I am fantastic. Thank you. Alive and breathing. Alive and breathing is a darn good start for the day, don't you think? That gives us so many more options to play with. Yeah, we have a really great group here. Well, thank you. I actually am a master. I'm a Reiki master, so I teach Reiki to people who want to know Reiki. And actually, my classes are usually long distance too. I've had one class that's been an actual in person class. All my other classes have been long distance over video chat. And I'm really proud of all my Reiki people. They're out there in the world doing good. And it's very satisfying and fulfilling, Southern. I love being able to help people. Aw, you're so sweet, Naz. Naz, where are you from? Where do you live, my dear? Oh, yeah, you said that when you came in. Gotta watch me. Gotta watch me. I can call you Sophia. Well, I can remember Sophia for today, but you might have to remind me again like a bunch of times because I'm one of those people. I've always been horrible with names. And one of the things that I used to do before I did this was I did sales in all kinds of ways, telemarketing and department stores everywhere. And not remembering names, not good for sales. I'm really good at remembering your story. If you tell me your life story and I don't recognize your face or your handle in this case here, then if you remind me of your life story, then guess what? All of a sudden I'm like, oh yeah, I know you. And I will seriously, literally in my mind be thinking, and I could be looking at like a blonde person, and I can be in my mind thinking, wow, I remember you with brown hair. How did that happen? So I can't say that I'm an expert in that stuff, unfortunately. All right, we've gone over on the Reiki. Let's wrap that up. Here we go, guys. Next is time for questions. Y'all put your questions in the chat. I'm going to set my timer and pick a deck, and we're going to see what we can do in 5 minutes. Of course, as always, super chats are never required, but of course, always appreciated. What deck? I think we're going to use the Good Tarot today. But not her money. I hear you, honey. Candace Ferguson. Will Candace Ferguson be able to buy a house this year? Oh, wow. We've got a couple of moving questions, don't we? Will Candace Ferguson be able to buy a house by the end of December 31st, 2021? La da, la da da da. La da da da. Well, this is interesting. Well, this, my dear, is a yes, and it's a nice solid yes. It's a shouting yes. Okay. So, look, are you moving back to a community that you used to live in before? Because you start off with the Eight of Cups in reverse. This tells me either you're moving back to some place that you've lived before, or there's going to be a house that you look at that you think you can't get, and then you're going to end up going back to it. Maybe somebody else puts it in contract, it'll come off contract, you'll go into contract on it after that. There's going to be some kind of something like that, where this is something that either you've lived in before, a area that you've lived in before, or a house that you looked at and you didn't buy, and then you get a second chance at it. Something like that is showing up here. Okay. Yeah, I'm really liking a lot of these cards. So, Justice, you're going to close on it. That's a legal proceeding. The Magician, once you get into it, I think you're going to work magic with this house. So, this may be a fixer up, or it may just be that your decorating skills are phenomenal. You do have the Moon card showing up, which means there's going to be something about this house that you're not going to realize when you buy it, but once you get into it, it's going to show up. So some kind of surprise. And we've got the Empress. I think that you're going to be very, very happy with this house. It's going to be something that you manifest. Even when this Moon card shows up, the fact that the Empress shows up after that tells me that whatever the surprise is, it'll turn out just fine. It might even be a good surprise, although I'm a little shaky about saying that, but I think that you'll turn it into something good, even if it's not a good surprise. Okay, so that's the first question. Let's see, who is up next? Silver Moontress. I hope that makes sense for you, Candace. Silver Moontress. Will Silver Moontress be moving this year? Will Silver Moontress be moving this year? Will Silver Moontress be moving this year by the end of December 31st of 2021? There's the first card flew out. Ooh, ouch. I don't think that you are, honey bunny. Seven of Air, there's something going on that is kind of tricky or deceptive or illusionary. This could be somebody, taking your identity and hacking your credit, something like that. 10 of Water in reverse, you're not very happy with that situation, obviously. Messenger of Fire, you're not really sure what to do about that situation. And that can be really sticky. That can be hard to fight too. Ace of Water, this talks about finding something that you really like, but 10 of Earth in reverse, not having the stability to pull that off. So yeah, I think that you want to, seeing what I'm seeing here, if you want to change this energy, because that's, of course, why we get readings ahead of time, right? So if we see something we don't like, we can fix it. I would say you want to change your outcome. So I would say the key to that is making sure somebody doesn't get a hold of your credit and just jack it all up. Be very careful about not letting people have access to your information and identity theft. If you can prevent that, that looks like that's what really is the monkey wrench in the whole deal, honey. All right, so that was Silver Moontress. Let's see. I am fantastic, Miss Candace. Thank you. Let's see. Where did my questions go? Trying to find them. Okay. Here's the next one. We're going to answer this one because I took a lot of time to find it. And it was Nazmom Sophia. Gonna try to remember that. When will my son and his wife have a baby? Married already 4 years. Sophia, do you only have one son? If you don't have only one son, then I want to know your son's name that we're asking about. Okay. And while I'm waiting for you to answer that, Southern, oh, I'm sorry, but we will catch me the next time when I'm on here free, or catch me for a one question reading on my website, and we can look at that. Do, 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 do. Okay, could be in the same area as where your mom was, right? I hope it's a good surprise too. You're quite welcome. La, da, 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 da. Yeah, I don't think that you would know about that already, Silver. Didn't think you would know about that yet. I would try to be in prevention mode. I don't think it's happened yet. La, da, 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 da. One son. Okay. All right, one son. Well, Silver Moontress, you don't have to believe it. Get back to me in a couple of months, honey. Let's see. Nasser. So I'm going to answer one question for you, honey bunny. When will Nasser and his wife have a baby? Will that happen by the end of this year? By the end of 2021? Not yet. We start off with the Hanged Man. Yeah, and that's a no in general. Will that happen by the end of... Will Nasser and his wife have a baby together? Will they? Will they? Honey, right now, the way the energy stands, I'm not so sure that I can say that they will. I do see them trying, and I see them trying again, but I can't say that I actually see them having a baby. So they may want to start looking at alternative methods for that, you know, whether that's fertility treatments or whether that's adoption. I would say alternatives are what they want to look at this point, things that they haven't tried already. Okay, let me catch up with conversation. Da, 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 da. You can't move right now. Well, the year, we still have what, 10 more months in the year? 10 months and 20 days almost, something like that. La, da, da, da. All right. I know that wasn't the easiest thing to hear, Sophia. Sorry, honey. Southern Blonde. Aw, look at that. We have somebody in the room that even has been on the other side of that experience. How cool. Kaori. Oh my gosh, it's been forever since I've seen you. How are you, honey? I'm actually done with answering questions. I'm just kind of going through the conversation at this point. Oh, I'm looking forward to it, Sophia. I'm glad to hear that you're good, my friend. Glad to hear that you're good. Okay, guys, well, it's time for me. Yeah, I do Reiki and then I answer questions. I'm here almost every day, so you should stop by a little bit more often. Reiki does really balance your chakras. That's one of the very basic things that it does. And it helps you with all kinds of different goals that you might have. Like, think of a goal, Sophia, and I'll tell you if Reiki can help you with it. Oh, yeah? I'm here pretty often, so if you can come in pretty often, that would be cool. You probably got here like right as I was walking out the door, didn't you? Absolutely able to open blocked ones. Yeah, or if the room was really busy, I might not have seen it. I don't have a regular time. That's the beauty of working for myself and being a grown-up. I just show up whenever I want to. So any other goals anybody wants to know if Reiki can help them with? Throw a goal out there. Let's see. Let's see. I was going to leave, but now Sophia's got me interested in playing this little game here. I'll be looking forward to it too. So Reiki can help with, if you want to quit smoking, Reiki is a good thing to help you quit smoking. If you want to pay a certain bill, Reiki can help you with paying a certain bill. If you want to improve your financial situation in general, Reiki can help you with that. If you want to get a new job, Reiki can help you with that. If you want to have less anxiety in your life, Reiki can help you with that. If you want to deal with anger issues and get them under control, Reiki can help you with that. If you want to improve your relationship with your partner or with somebody else, a business partner or whatever, Reiki can help you with that. If you want to get in a certain amount of business, Reiki can help you with that. If you want to heal from a broken bone, Reiki can help you with that. If you want to heal from kidney failure, I've used Reiki and seen incredible stuff with that. If you want help with dealing with the side effects of chemo, Reiki can help you with that. If you want help with dealing with cancer, Reiki can help you with that. There's, it really is kind of unlimited and it's fun. Yes, health issues that doctors can't seem to understand. That type of thing is where Reiki is really good. I like to say that Reiki likes to come in and pick up where the doctors leave off. So yeah, and the teaching about Reiki, just so you know and you have reasonable expectations, the teaching about Reiki is that if you have a problem that is sudden, that happens quickly, and you get the Reiki to that problem quickly, then the Reiki can knock that out quickly. So if you have somebody who's in a car accident or falls out of a tree or whatever and has some serious stuff going on, the faster we can get the Reiki to them, the faster we can heal them. Now, if you have something that's more of an emotional issue or a relationship issue that's been building for a long time, then it might take the Reiki a little bit longer to deal with that. You want to work on that consistently and persistently with the Reiki. So if you have, say that you have an addiction, then that might take more than one session with the Reiki because that addiction has been building and growing in you for a while, for as long as you've been actively participating in that addiction. Same thing with any physical health problem as well. So I have, yes, yes. I have a young girl that she got ran over. Um, she got ran over. That's the best way to say it. That's what happened to her. And her mom contacted me about after she'd been in the hospital 4 days, and she was in a lot of pain. She still had water in her lungs, blood in her kidneys. She was in traction because they just did not want her to move. They had, hey, Annie, They had, there was marks on her skull where the tire actually came into her skull. If the car had gone one more inch, there would have been nothing for me to do to help her. So she had problems with that. She had a broken back up high. She had a broken shoulder. She had a lot of issues. And the doctors had told her mom and dad that it was going to take six major surgeries before they could let her leave the hospital. And so she contacted me like on the fourth day in the hospital. And what she didn't tell me at the time, and I found out as I connected with this little girl, was that this little girl was in so much pain, she just wanted to give up because they were starting to take her off of some of the pain medicine. And it was intense, really intense. And the reason I even knew that was because as I was sending her Reiki, she was taking about as much Reiki as a person who had a cold, which in her condition should have been a lot more. So I started connecting with her at a psychic level and I asked her, what's going on? How come you're not taking more of this Reiki? She's the one that told me, I don't want to get better. I just want to go. I hurt too much. This is too much. I can't deal with it. And so we had some conversations psychically. And she did decide that she wanted to stay. And once she did, man, I felt that energy. She was sucking that energy right in, and it made a big difference. So it was about a week. I did Reiki sessions for her 3 or 4 days. And on Saturday, I can't remember if she contacted me Monday or Tuesday or Wednesday, but the first half of the week, on Friday or Saturday, she walked out of the hospital with no surgeries. And her mom told me that the doctors would come to get her for the surgery, or the attendants or whatever would come and get her for the surgery, and they would go to do the x-rays or the CAT scans or whatever was needed to just verify again what needed to be worked on, where it was exactly, and all of that good stuff. And then they would wheel her back into her room and say, well, we can't explain it, but she doesn't have this problem and she does not need this surgery now. So she ended up coming home without any of those surgeries whatsoever. She is one of the most beautiful little girls you'll ever see. She's just an amazing person. She was like 8 or 9 then. I think she's like 12 now. So I've seen the Reiki do some amazing, amazing, amazing out of this world stuff. And especially whenever you can get to it fast. If it's something that happens sudden and you get to it fast, incredible, incredible. Now, if you've got something that has been growing for a long time, like I said, that takes consistent, persistent Reiki to work with that because it's been in there. It's been in your vibration a long time. So that's more the reasonable expectation in something like that. But it's amazing, even with that stuff, the results that you can see from every session, from session to session, are just amazing. So I'm a big Reiki junkie. I'm a fanatic about it. I think everybody needs it. Everybody could use it. And so I'm always happy to do a Reiki session. Anyway, that's my story. That's one of my Reiki stories. I'm going to get out of here. Everybody have a fantastic, wonderful, thrilling, peaceful day. And if I don't see you here for a private Reiki session or for a private reading, then I'll see you guys on the next video. Peace out, everybody.